It is less than 3 weeks since Liz Truss became Prime Minister. 18 days. But from defeating Rishi Sunak to leading the nation in mourning our longest ever serving monarch, addressing the United Nations, meeting Joe Biden and Macron, on whom she said the jury is still out, it has been a baptism of fire of conflagration proportions. Then there was that budget on Friday. With most budgets, you trawl through the technical issues, the detailed changes at the margins, and watch for rabbits leaping out of the hat. This budget broke every rule in the book. No Office of Budget Responsibility report, not really a budget, with little or no spending detail, and several tenets of Tory faith, keeping borrowing tight, only cutting taxes when it can be fully funded, and sound money, all blown out of the water. That budget and these crazy few days have left us all in fresh territory, and that is what we're going to be talking about today. Is Liz Truss on the right path, even if much of it seems very unfamiliar territory? Do you trust Liz Truss? Is the opposition, as you just heard in Ray's news bulletin, up and running? Is it up to the job of taking her on and perhaps attracting your vote if she falters? She and Kwasi Kwarteng have their cheerleaders and their detractors in the press, in Parliament and in their own party, as does Sir Keir Starmer. His Labour Party leads in the polls, but hardly by a country mile. As they start their party conference this morning in Liverpool, Sir Keir remains taunted as an unexciting leader. The Sunday Times magazine today even celebrates Wes Streeting as the charismatic face of the Labour Party. Ouch. Starmer says he'll restore the top rate of tax cut by the Tories, but retain their 1 penny cut in the basic rate. The left also want him to back strikes, including on the trains, but he declines to, although Angie Rayner just addressed that issue quite directly in her speech. They're also very cross about his continuing efforts to shift the party to the centre ground, and we've just seen them singing God Save the King with the Union flag flying in the background. There's also the Lib Dems, who've had a string of stellar by-election results but flounder in the polls, just in double figures. It's reported again in today's newspapers that they may have cut an electoral pact with Labour. We'll be talking to a top Lib Dem a little later in the programme. So there you have it. How fares the great ship of state in your view? We're going to hear from top politicians from all sides, senior commentators, and I hope, very importantly, your good selves. As always, you can email us, gbnews@gbnews.co.uk. You can tweet me directly or at GBNews, or you can go onto Facebook. You've already started really well. We'll share some later, but do keep them coming.